We told you, anytime Donald Trump lies, we're going to play this. So I never understood how this president continues to lie. Yesterday, speaking in Tampa, this is what he accused the media of doing.
You've seen what happened in Paris and Nice. All over Europe, it's happening. It's gotten to a point where it's not even being reported. And in many cases, the very, very dishonest press doesn't want to report it. They have their reasons, and you understand that.
All right, Gianna, I want to go to you first. Last I checked, when we had attacks in Europe, literally, American news media had wall-to-wall coverage. The terrorist attack, San Bernardino, California, wall-to-wall coverage. And so I'm trying to understand, why does this man keep lying when the facts simply can disprove anything that he says?
Well, certainly when it comes to Paris and San Bernardino, those were two instances that were covered widely. But the truth of the matter is, there is something going on in the press where we see a plethora of fake news being reported. I'll give you a good example, especially when we're talking about this travel ban. The fact that...
No, Gianno.
What?
I'm specifically asking you about Trump's comments with regards to saying the media is not covering terrorist attacks that are happening in Europe. That's the subject, that's a discussion, and that's a lie.
And again, I said, certainly where it comes to Paris and St. Bernardino, that's inaccurate.
Belgium.
That's inaccurate.
It wasn't just those two. They put out this list of all of these different terrorist attacks. Here's what the hilarious part is, Avis. They call the list from media sources.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, what can you say to that? Here's what's going on with this White House. What he's looking to develop is a propaganda machine, right? He is looking to basically sabotage the public's trust in the media, specifically, obviously, projecting to his supporters, and get them into a situation in which they're manipulated into only believing what comes out of his mouth. This is one of the tenets of fascism, and I would just have to sort of point out that what we have in this country right now is a White House that's been taken over by a fascist regime, and until we call it what it is, we're not going to be able to mount the level of attack that we need to mount against it. This is just one example of a way that we're going that's very dangerous, and unless we call it out and say what it is, which is a lie over and over again, they'll continue to try to get away with it.
Well, if I can follow up to that, people have begun to distrust the media over the course of decades. This isn't something new, and this plethora of fake news stories that we're seeing coming out from either side, whether it be the left or the right or just mainstream in general, is allowing people to say, man, maybe this guy is being honest about this. Because in cases, Roland, so are you saying there's no fake news?
No,
Roland,
Gianno,
is there any fake news?
Gianno,
is there any fake news, Roland?
Gianno,
Roland, I'm asking you a question. Fake news or no?
Gianno.
Fake news or no?
Gianno, let me be clear. We're discussing what the president said about the whole issue of terrorism. Here's what he also said, Tiffany, in a tweet. He said, don't believe any negative polls.
Yep. He said all
so we're
all
supposed to only believe polls that are positive in your favor. Again, I think Amos is right, Tiffany. What you have here is, this is an administration that wants to lie with impunity, make up things, and say, oh, no. Trust me when the facts simply can be proven. We have covered terrorist attacks. San Bernardino, those folks were from Pakistan. They're not on the banned list. The 9/11, from most of the hijackers from Saudi Arabia, not one of the 7 countries.
Right. No, this is before he was elected president. There's been a lot of dog whistle politics that have been happening and going on, where he has tried to create a them versus us, a them versus us. We don't know yet who the us is, because every time we try to get in the us, he tries to divide and conquer that as well. And when we're talking about the tweets that are happening from yesterday, Roland, the one that you just quoted, his tweet said, any negative polls are fake news. That is very dangerous. Gianna's right. Media, and we have not been able to trust it for decades. That is definitely a fact, and that's definitely true. I've been very critical over the press that we read, and thank God for social media that has been able to sort of dispel some of those truths and dispel some of those myths that come out. But when you have a president who is clearly taking sides, and when it comes to attacking the media, when you have a president who says, if it's not in my favor, then it's not true, that is very dangerous, Roland, because there are folks in this country who voted for this person. He did not win the popular vote. I'm gonna keep saying that. But there are folks who believe this president, who voted for this man, who feel like, okay, anything that comes out of his mouth is going to be true. And he has passed, even with the EPA, he told the EPA weeks ago, listen, before, if there's any data or statistics that come out, you are not allowed to tell the rest of the country anything about the EPA until you run it by me first. He wants to control the truth and narrative of this entire country. Period. And with the media, with his tweets, he is saying, if it's not coming from me, then it's not true.
No, Gianno,
so
you're not going to lie. Gianno, you're not going to lie on this show.
So
Gianno, McClatchy,
listen, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question,
No, Gianno, I am going to read something for you. Excuse me, Gianno. Gianno, excuse me 1 second. Gianno, 1 second. Gianno, 1 second. Gianno, listen. Gianno, listen. Gianno, McClatchy newspapers. Excuse me. I'm talking. McClatchy newspapers reported today that all across the administration, they are not responding to information. They're taking information down. They're not even responding to various requests in multiple agencies. Dude, what the hell is going on when this administration does not want to provide information to the American people? That is a factual story.
Again, when I said that every administration has a way and a process of doing things, an organization, and with specific federal agencies, they are, before releasing information, generally speaking, rolling in the past someone at the White House. That's how it goes, and that's how it's been going.
Executive orders to make it mandatory, though, and that's
but again, Gianno, when you have complete denial, when you have an administration that refuses to even respond to requests. In fact, the White House, the Obama White House, had a policy that if a petition on the White House achieved more than 100,000
they must
signatures,
respond, right?
This White House doesn't respond.
So let me.
In fact, the phone line to the White House for citizens to be able to call in and offer their perspective, that phone line doesn't even work anymore. So again, this administration does not want to hear from the American people.
But let me ask you this, Roland.
No, they don't. Gianno, no, they don't.
So you're
saying Gianno, will you stop?
Gianno,
will you stop making excuses?
No, I'm not making excuses, Roland. I'm asking you to be honest about this. That's what I'm
being
asking.
very honest.
No, you're not.
I'm being very honest.
It's just like with the White House website. People say, oh, there's no LGBT tab. There's no this, that, and the other. Just to say that an administration doesn't change the website when they take over. They do every time.
No.
This is the second week of an administration.
Gianno,
maybe now.
That's nice spin. I'm not talking about information coming off the White House website. I'm talking about a refusal to even respond to the request from American citizens.
Kickstart your day at 7 and get the news you need from the perspective you want. NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.